Alright, hello, welcome to another episode of the Manchester United Career Mode. We're kicking it off today with Season 2. We finally get going. Give me a second. Let's get into the game. So I was just texting someone back. Of course, people text you as soon as you start doing something. But we are here to kick off a brand new season. It's a brand new day. If you didn't see the last two episodes, I guess it was a double upload yesterday because I missed out on Sunday. It'll also be a double upload today, just so I can catch up back into the schedule, and then we will resume your usual daily programming. It'll be single uploads Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then back to the doubles on the weekend. So quite a lot to come. FIFA 23 reveal trailers come out for anyone who's interested in that. It is Kylian Mbappe, of course, and then Sam Kerr, a Chelsea women's player as well. I think it's the first time, I might be wrong, but it's the first time a woman has featured on the front of a FIFA cover. I may be incorrect on that. And of course, the actual FIFA 23 trailer is tomorrow. And I'll most likely be watching that. As you can see there, Kylian Mbappe returns, star on the cover of EA Sports FIFA 23, joined by record-breaking Chelsea FC forward Sam Kerr. Watch the FIFA 23 reveal trailer tomorrow. So, without any further ado, let's advance into what we do know. We are back in this Manchester United career mode. We're still on July 1st, still at the start of a new season, and I mean, there's a lot of ideas I've had kind of in the background, and I don't really know where to start. This is going to go over an hour, by the way. This episode in particular is going to go over an hour, surely. We've still got to do the Super Cup game, as well as a lot of transfer ins and outs. And I'll show you quickly. Well, it might not be quickly, but I'll show you who are going to be going, who's going to be staying in, and who's going to be going out here. So we've got Tom Heaton. He's retiring end of season anyway, but he's transfer listed. Dean Henderson will stick around as a backup. David De Gea's contract expires in 12 months, but he'll be sticking around. Luke Shaw will be sticking around. We'll get all the contracts sorted after the transfer window. Alex Telles will be one who will be leaving. Brandon Williams will stick around. Callum Taylor will be loan listed. Phil Jones will be on his way out with a year left on his contract. Axel Twanzebe will be on his way out with a year left on his contract. Deshaun Bernard will go out on loan. Ted Menge will go out on loan. Bjorn Hardley will go out on loan. Ezra Blake will go out on loan. Reggie Stewart, as soon as I sim to the next day, he will be at Angers. Harry Maguire will stick around as backup, I think. I don't think we'll keep him in the main team, but we'll see how that progresses during this episode. Rafael Varane will stick around. Victor Lindelof, I know it's a controversial one because he's been good this season, but he's not going to grow past 81, so I put him on the transfer list. Ethan Laird, I put him on the loan list. Charlie Wellens, I put him on the transfer list. James Kavanagh, I put him on the loan list. Diogo Dalot is on the transfer list, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is on the transfer list. Now I can explain this. What I'm going to do is whoever gets an offer first will get sold. The other one will remain as backup for our planned new right back, who you will see quite soon. Charlie Savage is on the transfer list. James Garner will stick around. Dylan Levitt will be on the loan list. Scott McTominay will stick around. I had an idea for the CDM position, but I think I'm going to keep my faith in Scott McTominay. I'll maybe decide on that a little later on. Joel Newman is transfer listed. Tahith Chong is transfer listed. Zidane Iqbal is transfer listed. Some of these are transfer listed because I don't think they're going to grow in a good amount of time, really. Not going to grow as fast as I think they could. Fred is on the transfer list as well. I know he's underrated and everything, but he's on the transfer list. And you saw there, it's another very controversial one. But I think to go with what I want to plan, we're going to put Paul Pogba on the transfer list. We'll only sell him for a very good price, but he is on the transfer list. He is available. Donny van de Beek won't be going anywhere. Hannibal Mabry will be on the loan list. Bruno Fernandes will be sticking around. Rudolph Mali will be on the loan list. Finlay Alexander will be sticking around, definitely. Look at that. Potential to be special. Shola Shoretiri will be on the loan list. Amad Diallo will be on the loan list. Facundo Palestri will be on the loan list. Jadon Sancho will be sticking around. Hopefully we can get some more out of him this season. Marcus Rashford absolutely sticking around. Of course, contract expiring in 12 months. Anthony Elanga is sticking around. Edinson Cavani is retiring at the end of the season anyway, but we'll give him his last season at Manchester United. And then Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, he's sticking around, the captain. And the Golden Boot winner of last season will not be going anywhere. So just that's the lowdown on everyone. As for contracts, I should actually see who we've got on a year. There's only I think I looked at yesterday off screen. There's only 4 I was interested in renewing because Heaton, Jones, Twanzebe, Fred, Dallo, and Tellez. Well, Tellez isn't on the 1 year thing, but those are the ones I kind of want to get gone. I think the only 4 I would consider re-signing is Luke Shaw, Marcus Rashford, David De Gea, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo. Probably Ethan Laird as well, actually, come to think of it. He would probably get a new contract too. But we'll do that after the transfer window closes. I know that means that they're up for sale on possible contract expiry, but it doesn't mean they're going to go anywhere. And before we do actually go any further, we will show you the transfer list that I put together last night. I'm going to put it in position order. So you might see at the top here, we've got a goalkeeper. I am strongly considering selling David De Gea and bringing in Mike Maignan because he is only a rating underneath what David De Gea is, but he's also 5 years younger, so he's got the potential to grow into a good player. We've then got Achraf Hakimi, who is going to cost an arm and a leg, but I think he will revolutionise that right-back position, so we may go for him. But we've also got another option, should that not work out. Nusayr Mazraoui, he will always be an option in career mode. He grows quite well and has good potential too, so he might be the one we go for if you fancy someone a little bit cheaper. We've then got, I think, 4 centre-backs on the list here for possible signing to partner Varane. We've got Eder Militao, who I always love using, and it'll probably be him that I go for, but we'll take a look at other options. Maxence Lacroix, he is fast, he is physical. Will he be signing Man United? I'm going to wait till we get the scout reports back on some of these before we jump into any signings. Deo Upamecano, he's pretty much a default one that you'd sign in any career mode. He might be, it'll either be him or Militao most likely, but I want to take a look at some younger talent as well. And the final option is Josko Vardiol. This is one I got recommended off of one of my friends. I doubt he'll come in because I think his rating will be too low, but I got a recommendation to look at him at least, so that's what we're going to do. As for the full-back positions, I got left-back first, Nuno Mendes, or Nuno Menge, as he is more affectionately known. He is one of the considerations. I think we're going to have Shaw be the starter full-back, and then a backup full-back of either Nuno Mendes or Marc Cucurella. I think those are the 2 I was strongly considering, but we'll take a look at them once the ratings and overalls and the scout reports come back. Of course, I was thinking CDM, but I think I know Declan Rice, he is looking ridiculous, by the way. But I don't think we need to splash on a CDM. I think I'm going to give McTominay a chance this season. If he doesn't work out, I'll bring someone else in. I'll bring someone else in as CDM. But I think for now, we're going to remove Declan Rice off the shortlist. Up next, it is going to be a right mid. I know we don't need one, but we could get one as backup if we have any money left by the end of the window. It is Noni Madueke, and I know a lot of people use him in career mode, and I want to see if he is any good, potentially. If you have any money left come the end of this will be a transfer deadline day signing. If you have any money left at the end of the window, I don't want to overspend because we need to keep some for contracts. But he may be one that we just bring in as a backup for Rashford or bring in as a backup for Sancho. Just someone who could come in off those wings and bring a bit more energy to the play. And of course, we've got Jude Bellingham. He is absolutely getting signed. No negotiation on that. Well, there will be negotiation. We have to agree a transfer fee and wages. But there is no way he's not playing for Manchester United for the second season of this career mode. So he will be probably our first signing. We've then got a couple of more options in Eduardo Camavinga, who is same age but 3 ratings below. He would be an incredible signing as well. I've used him before, and he doesn't feel that good, to be honest with you. If I'm being straight up transparent, he just doesn't feel as good on the ball, doesn't feel as good with passing. We've then got Federico Valverde, who grows to be an absolute beast. I mean, he's got experience on his side, but I think Bellingham's potential will overtake him, and he's only 2 ratings lower at 4 years younger, so Jude Bellingham could be 85 by the time he's 20, and we've already got, I'm not understating Federico Valverde by any means. He's a world-class player, but he's injury-prone, which doesn't help his proceedings, and I just don't think we need him, to be honest, if we're going to go for Bellingham. Now, this is an interesting one I had off the top of my head. I was looking at contract expiries for season 2, and we needed a centre mid. So I put Yuri Tielemans on the list. I don't think we're going to go for him, despite the fact he does have a contract expiry, because he is still 70 million. He is still going to cost a pretty penny, and we only really need one centre mid, in my opinion. We'll maybe come back to him if someone else doesn't snap him up on that contract expiry, but it could be a cut price deal. And then for strikers, we've got two options here to either partner Ronaldo or be the backup to Ronaldo, or maybe even overtake Ronaldo. I don't really know yet what I'm going to do about the strikers. I'm going to have to think about that during the episode. We've got Alexander Isak. The only problem with him is that he plays for Manchester City. I don't really want to poach players from my rivals unless I absolutely have to. But Alexander Isak, he's at Man City, but he's always a striker I love using in career mode. And he's strong, he's agile, he's fast. He's a great finisher. And then we've got the other one, who is Victor Osimhen from Napoli, who is also very fast, also very strong, and also a very good finisher. It's just a toss-up, really. Osimhen's a year older, but he's 2 ratings higher. But both strikers are very good. Now, these are the shortlist players. There was one more player that actually came up in my head after I went off last night, after mid-transfer list. And it was a left back, and I don't know how much he would cost or how much he'd be worth at this point, or if it's even feasible to get him. I wonder if we should just get someone else who is a bit cheaper. It is Theo Hernandez. He is looking brilliant, but he is 86 rated. We'll put him on the shortlist anyway, but he is going to cost about 100 million. So it is going to be a pretty penny we have to pay for him. We may have to wait for some departures if we want to make some cracking signings. But what we're going to do straight out of the gate, I've been promising it from about the midpoint of last season. We're getting him in. First signing of the Manchester United career mode. We'll try and stay under 100 mil for this, but I don't know how successful that will be. Of course, we don't want to pay the release clause unless we absolutely have to. If this deal goes above the release clause, then that's mad. I don't want to pay 100 million unless I absolutely have to. I want to try and keep it below that. I reckon between 80 and 90 is what they'll ask for. But we're going to open with a 70 million bid for Jude Bellingham. That's for 94.3 plus a sell-on clause. How about this? We put you at 85 with 5% sell-on clause. How's that sound? I think we'll go with that. That should probably do the job. No, they're not moving. Now, let's see. We could always do a player swap. Now, I've clicked midfielders, but it's frozen. There we go. We could always send a player their way. I'm wondering who we could send their way. Who would be valuable? Fred, potentially? Fred to Dortmund? I think we'll just do some money, actually. Tell you what, we'll go 85 million, but keep the selling clause the same. How's that sound? 92. Alright, we're really haggling here. I don't want to go over 90, so we're going to go 87 and a half. And I've accepted that. I'm a haggler when it comes to these deals, but I'm not paying over the odds because we have quite a bit of money, but we don't want to. I don't know what only I'm going for here. We don't want to pay too much because we have to fortify a lot of positions in this team: fullbacks, centre backs, potentially a striker, potentially a goalkeeper as well. But there's the marquee signing to get off the gate. I'm not going to sign them all in one day. I will sim a little bit after this, but we want to get this one out of the gate, up and running. Jude Bellingham will be coming to Manchester United if we can just get the contract negotiations correct here. If we don't mess this up. Please don't mess this up. Cyrus, just accept what they're asking for, alright? You're not going to be rotation, lad. You're going to be starting. I don't know how he's asked for rotation. I know I've got a good squad, but he will be starting 5 years. We've got him for the full 5. Disregard that release clause and the wage. We're going to offer you 60k with a 500k signing bonus. And if you want to adjust that in any way, that's on you, lad. Alright, bit more on the signing bonus. The wage is fine. And you want the goal bonus. Tell you what, remove the goal bonus and we're set, yeah? Sorted. They just want a little bit more on the signing bonus. But Jude Bellingham is a Manchester United player. He's going to look so good in that kit. Here he is. The marquee signing. The man that we wanted to get the most. And the man that I think we needed to get the most to reignite, reinvigorate that centre midfield. We maybe didn't need a centre midfielder. We could have probably stuck with Pogba for another season. But we haven't done that at all. Pogba will drop to the bench for now until he departs, which I'm hoping an offer comes in for soon. And Jude Bellingham will slot in here alongside Bruno Fernandes. Before we go any further, let's get him on a development plan because he has got a lot to develop, but he could be a world-class... I mean, he will be a world-class player, but he could be a ridiculous rating in this career mode. Where is he? Jude Bellingham, number 8, of course. I'm not going to change a number. Deserves number 8. And we're going to go with, I think, something to make him a little bit faster, right? We'll do central midfield. Actually, no. I'm going to go back in a second. Is there one that actually works as passing a bit better? There was one with passing, wasn't there? Yes, we'll go with that one. Playmaker. And then we will advance on a little bit. I don't want to be on day one forever. We're probably about 15-20 minutes into this episode, and we've only signed Jude Bellingham so far. We need to get some player departures going on. We need to get some players signed, and we also need to make sure that we can beat Shakhtar in this Super Cup. We're on the 2nd of July now. We'll probably get some transfer offers coming in. We'll probably get some loan deals on their way out that have been pre-agreed, like Reggie Stewart. We'll probably get some more offers to take players out on loan. Hopefully we get a load of offers, which is what I'm wanting. I'm not really going for it for the money, to be honest. I'm trying to get some dead wood gone out of the club. If worst comes to worst, we'll make some swap deals just to get some players gone, being honest. Oh, it hasn't advanced. Okay, well, we've got a load of messages here. I think there's going to be player chats saying thank you or what the fuck you're selling me. Put me up for sale. Glad we agree. Hey, Gaffer, I'm surprised. Looking at options. Looking at options. It's just going to be looking at options. I mean, tell us, you're not... I don't like you, to be honest, lad. Glad we agree. I'm just going to answer default. Glad we agree. Glad we agree. Glad we agree. There's quite a lot here because we put a load up for sale and loan. Facundo, mate, I would love to use you in a long-term Man United career mode. But in a short-term Man United career mode, I don't know where I'm meant to fit you in or how I'm meant to fit you in. We've got a right mid in the youth academy, Finlay Alexander, who is already higher rated and younger. But, sorry, mate, unfortunately. It's going to have to be a loan deal for you. Right, what have we got here? Transfer budget increase. We've been given 454.9, so about 455 million. We spent a good 87 and 90 of that already on Jude Bellingham. And do you know what? I've come for Axel Tuanzebe. I'll just accept it. I'm happy with that. I don't want to... I'm not going to try and haggle another 100k out of him. 5.9 is a decent offer for Axel Tuanzebe. I'm going to have some water. My breath stinks while the simulation continues. Oh, God. Interest in Nuno Mendes. Milan have approached the young left-back. If we do lose out on Nuno Mendes, we'll just go for Cucurella. It's not the end of the world. Rayo Vallecano have expressed an interest and signing Tahit Chong for 5.5 million. We'll just accept that as well. I don't want to I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to go haggle over a few 100k. If it's someone with a bigger price tag, then I'll maybe haggle a bit more. But if it's someone who's about 5 million and they ask for 5.5, I'm not going to say no. I'm just going to say, all right. Some interest in Fede Valverde as well. But we've got our centre mid signing, I think. Real Madrid have been offered 85.6 million from Borussia Dortmund. Twanzebe won't be moving, unfortunately. We need to get some of these deals going. I'm not having a whole month of deals breaking down. I can't be bothered with it. I'll start releasing and I'll start swapping if I have to. There's a lot of deadwood at this club and we need to get most of it gone. Cucurella final scout report. Let's take a look at that. I think this is the man we're probably going to go for. Barring any complications. Yeah, Marc Cucurella, I think, is probably the man. Probably the best man for the job. I know we've got Theo Hernandez, but I don't want to overspend because we've still got other positions to reinforce. I know he's been linked with City in real life, but he could come to the red side of Manchester. We won't say for certain yet that we're going to get him. We'll give it a little time just to consider. It's a lack of transfers coming in for my players, which is a bit... it's not encouraging. I'd like some more offers to come in, please. Got a lot of players on the market here. A Phil Jones transfer offer. Oh boy, what? Right, there is a Phil Jones transfer offer, but there's a much bigger problem here. Rafael Varane has had his release clause met. I just want to let you know that Piemonte Calcio have agreed to play the 84.7 release clause for Rafa Varane. They're about to start negotiating personal terms with the player. Of course, there's a Phil Jones transfer offer. And there's a message here from Varane. Thanks for seeing me, boss. Look, I'm sorry to have to be telling you this, but I don't see our future here. I'm just not being at the club anymore. Well... Take time over the decision. I think we're just going to, instead of trying to cause chaos, I think we're just going to let Varane exit the club because we can get a younger centre-back to replace him. But that puts a fucking spanner in the works. I was wanting Varane to be the long-term centre-back. I could offer him a new contract, but I think he'd only turn it down. Phil Jones has been offered 2.1 million from Fulham. Absolutely. That's actually quite a good move for Phil Jones. But I think we're going to allow Varane to exit. I don't want to get in anyone's way. Don't tread on anyone's toes. Got a final scout report on Nuno Mendes. And he is 81 rated, 20 years of age. And I believe he's just signed for Milan, so I think we've actually just missed out on him. But that's useful, yeah. Give me the scout report after he's moved. It looks like we're going for Cucurella then instead. Because he's just recently joined AC Milan. Noni Madueke, still 6 days before we get his report back. I reckon he's going to be 79-80. And Brentford are willing to offer us Josh Da Silva and an additional fee of 28 million for David De Gea. Now, I will entertain offers for De Gea, but I don't want any players in the deal. What we'll do is we'll negotiate. It's gonna be a pretty penny he's gonna have to go for. Brentford are gonna pay out their ass. No, not a shot. Remove exchange player. It's gonna be at least 42.5. And if you can't come up to that, 40 is the highest I'm gonna be going. No, we don't even know who fucking Theo Bongonda is. No negotiations with players. 40 is my final offer. If you don't pay 40, you don't get the player. How does that sound? Alright, fuck off then. You're taking the piss. You've done the exact same offer again. Another 29.7 million. And Theo Bongonda. Sorry, Thomas Frank, but you're not offering serious money. I'm not having it. De Gea is not going for less than 40. I'm sorry, but he's not. There may be a chance to do a swap deal with him and Magnam, but that's the only deal I would consider. That's less than 40 million. But no. Don't come back out with the same unknown player and the same amount of money. Interesting Aussie man. I think we have to make our move on our striker soon if we're going to go for him. Osimhen has been approached by Real Madrid. Tate Chong has gone to Vallecano. I think what we're going to do is before Madrid sign him, I think we're going to hijack the deal here. And we're going to get Victor Osimhen in on a deal for Manchester United. I think we have to. Or we're going to lose out on him. Already lost out on Nuno Mendes. And it is around 100 million we're going to have to pay. Now I'm thinking something here. I've got an idea. I've got a deal that would Napoli would very much like, I think. It would maybe satisfy Pogba and 30. And they've absolutely accepted that. I think we may be overpaid, but that is a good way of getting Pogba out the club. And it's a good way of getting Osimhen in. And we're only paying 30 million as well on top, so it's not a big amount of money. And they've accepted that. So let's see what we can do in terms of negotiations for Victor Osimhen. I think we're going to actually go 2 strikers this season. But we'll figure this formation out very, very soon because we'll need to in order to fit the new signings in. But Victor Osimhen and his new agent are here. And we're going to try and steal him right from under Madrid's nose. 5-year deal for Victor Osimhen. Disregard the release clause. And he wants a bit of money. Take that opponent appearance bonus off and you got yourself a deal. You could always ask a bit more wage. Okay, tell you what. Put that in 90. And even 90. 94, fine, whatever. I'm not arguing over 4 grand. And we do have a world-class striker that will serve us for a good long time now. Victor Osimhen, I think we're going to have to go for a 2-striker formation now. I was toying with a couple of ideas yesterday, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with this one, with McTominay dropping back to about here, like a bit more of an open diamond. It's just the 4-1-2. You know what? So let's not be around the bush. It's going to be the formation everyone uses. Actually, is it? Because I want the wide midfielders. I do want the wide midfielders. That's the only problem with that formation. I do want the wide midfielders. What about this? No, because we need 2 strikers. Use your brain. Please, engage it. What about the 4-1-2 and 2 wide? We can't get Bellingham and Fernandes in. I want Bellingham and Fernandes in, and I also want Osimhen and Ronaldo in. I don't want 5 at the back. Is there a way that we could accommodate that? I also want the wide midfielders. What about we go for the flat? 4-4-2 flat, just straight up 4-4-2. But then McTominay doesn't get involved. Oh, mate. What I think I need is a 4 at the back, a CDM, 2 centre midfielders, 2 wide midfielders and 2 strikers. I don't know if that's the right amount. I think I probably added too many there, haven't I? I have, yeah. No, that's not going to work because I've added 11 players there. So 4 at the back. Bellingham. I think we're going to have McTominay be on the bench. I think that's probably the only way it's going to work. And unfortunately, he doesn't deserve it, but I think that's what we're going to do. So put Bellingham in here. Swap Bellingham and Fernandes. We'll put Sancho out here. I was considering moving Rashford to a striker this season, but we have actually signed a striker, and he's a very good striker too. Osimhen, we'll go into that striker spot. I think that's how we'll look. I may, obviously that's subject to change, but I may leave it like that. We're waiting for a bid, by the way. In terms of the right back, we're waiting for a bid to come in for either Wan-Bissaka or Dalot, and then I'll make a move on either Hakimi or Mazraoui, if you're wondering. And for the left back, I'm waiting for an offer to come in from Telles, but I'm considering we just send Telles to Brighton, to be honest with you. Varane is gone. That's a big blow, to be honest with you. I wasn't planning on selling him, but I didn't want to get in the way. He didn't see his future here. I don't want to cause unrest in this squad. I don't want anyone here if they're not 100% sure. Donny van de Beek has received an offer from Bayern. He's absolutely getting no negotiations for him. I wish I blocked, actually. I wish I blocked offers there, but kind of want to see what teams will come in for him. But anyway, well, we need... Not only do we need one new centre-back now, we need two. We need two centre-backs. Bernard is slotted into the lineup. For now, it won't be Bernard, it'll be Lindelof, but they're all international duty anyway. But we need a full new back four. I think we're going to have to go cut price for some of these players just because of how much we need defensively. Have we got evaluation on Lacroix yet? 3 days. 3 days remaining. We'll wait these 3 days out and we'll take a look. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Kukurea, Mazraoui as a fullback. So I don't think we can feasibly afford Hakimi and Hernandez as much as I'd love to. There's just not enough offers coming in for my players, pretty much. Speaking of which, here's an offer from Fiorentina for Fred. And what is he worth? We'll ask for 20. We'll ask for 20, and if they don't pay 20, we'll just go a little lower, like 19.5. It's not much difference, but I think we can get 20 for Fred. I don't want to player swap Fiorentina. I don't think they have anyone I really want. We'll go with 20 mil. 19 mil. Tell you what, 19.5. Meet in the middle. I'm an honest man. I'm a nice man. 19.5 is what they've accepted. Don't get me wrong, Fred is a very good player, but he's 29, he's only 80 rated. He's always going to be backup at this squad. I think we've got James Garner, who's going to come in as backup for McTominay. And to be honest, we don't even need a CDM, so I don't really know what we're going to do in terms of everything now. So we've got Facundo Palestri. He will be offered a 2-year loan deal at Fortaleza. I'm happy for that to go through if he is... So he'll come back, hopefully very good. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has had an offer from Napoli. Burnley have had an offer, or given an offer for Brandon Williams. We'll think of those in a second. We've got our final scout reports. Ben Foster. He was one I was considering to be a fourth choice just in case of like things going absolutely awfully wrong. But I think we're probably just going to say no to that. I think we're just joshing around with that one. I mean, it was off screen. I think I was just messing around with that one. Mark Cucurella, we know about him. Who was it we really need to look at? Is Madueke, Lacroix, and Guardiol. Noni Madueke is 79. He would be a good backup. This is a wrong report for the other ones, though. This has only had Madueke and Mendes on it. Josko Guardiol, 81 rated. Not too shabby. And Maxence Lacroix is only 79 rated. I know he's fast, but so is Guardiol. And he's 2 ratings higher. I think if we go for a centre-back that's on the cheap, of course we'll go for 2 centre-backs. One of those will probably be, most likely be Eder Militao. But one of those will definitely be Militao. The other one will probably be Guardiol. Stade Rennais have come in for Axel Tuanzebe. I'm happy to let him go. It's just, will he go? Does he want to? I've also not accepted any offers for the Wan-Bissaka and Williams deals. Now, Wan-Bissaka, I'm happy to let go, but he's not coming for a player. We'll negotiate this one because I don't want to have Mario Rui. I'm sure he's a nice enough bloke and all, but we don't want the exchange player. And they're accepted 22.5. Probably could ask for a bit more, but I don't want to lose this one because Wan-Bissaka goes. We'll keep Dallo as the fullback backup option. Brandon Williams, I don't know. I'm not sure whether to keep him around because we are going to get Cucurella most likely. But he's not going to go for that. We'll reject for now and we'll think about it. But Wan-Bissaka's had an offer coming for him, so that means we need to move. We need to make a move on our right back, and I know we've got quite a bit of money, but I don't want to blow it all. We have still got a good amount. from player sales due to Rafael Varane going. You know what? Should we just do it? Because Rafael Varane's gone, hasn't he? I'm pretty sure Mazraoui's just moved to Milan. Fuck it. Why not? You only get one. You only get one lifetime. You only get one chance this lifetime. We could always do a swap deal to soften the blow. PSG could get Tellez if they want. I reckon Tellez in a hundo, or Tellez about 80 maybe. We'll put 80. And we'll put Tellez in there as well, I think, because he's gonna. If he doesn't go, he's gonna do nothing. So we can always ask for more. If you're not interested in Tellez, you want 140, right? We're gonna go in the middle. That's not really. I didn't want the 9 there. We can haggle a little bit here, Maurizio. You want to go in the middle of that, right? Now I'm thinking, what if we do 115? Actually, 110. And a 10% selling clause? Yeah, 10% selling clause. Right. 115. You know what? 117.5. That's fine. That we've haggled him down from 150. That's quite a good amount of money that we've got off that deal. From 150 down to 117.5. Achraf Hakimi could be a Man United player. I think we just had to go for it. We have to go for some marquee signings. I know we want to, you know, make sure the money is good, but Hakimi, I've always wanted to use him in a career mode, and I'm bloody gonna use him. I think we're still gonna go Cucurella rather than Theo Hernandez for left back option. I know it's a lot of money to spend for one player, but Hakimi is world class. Crucial, obviously. He won't even touch the bench, I don't think. 5 years, lovely jubbly. Release clause, no thank you. You can offer money as well. Lovely. Oh, that's incredible. This is going to go over 100k once I remove the appearance bonus, but I am in no way upset about that. Let's get that sorted. Let's get Hakimi in. We're not fucking around here. We wanted to win the Premier League. And another man has entered the arena of Manchester United. It is Achraf Hakimi. And I don't know where he is. There he is. Look at that, man. Look at those stats. Astounding. And he's still got a lot of room to grow as well. This team is coming about a little bit more. Look at that. Aussie men alongside Ronaldo. We've got Bellingham there as well. And then we've got Hakimi at the right back spot. Now I'm thinking Cucurella here. And Militao and Gvardiol will probably be the signings in the centre back spots. I think that'll do us. I think that'll be our signings for the season. I think we'll keep De Gea for another season. And then figure out where we're at after that. For now, we're just going to move on a little bit. See if we get any more offers coming in, because we need to try and find some way to speculate here before we accumulate. Or we need to find a way to accumulate before we speculate. I got that the wrong way around. Now, we've got... oh, fuck off. No, I'm not having... No. I know I said I didn't want to cause unrest. You better not come and say you don't see your future. Yeah, thanks for seeing me, boss. Thanks for seeing me, Fernandez. You ain't going anywhere, blood. I'm sorry, you're tied down to this club for life. Varane, I'm allowing to leave go. Varane, I'm happy to leave go. But you aren't going anywhere. You and your bloody release clause can fucking suck my ass. All right, respectfully. You're not going anywhere. I've already had one go on the release clause. I'm not doing it again. How's it coming? Please make yourself feel comfortable. It's crucial. You're not going anywhere. I'll give you everything you want, Bruno. No extension. How about a year extension? No release clause, because go fuck yourself, and the same wage again. Fine. You ain't going anywhere. Bayern can bugger off, is what they can do, respectfully. In fact, disrespectfully. They're not going. He's not going. We've got a new contract for him. No release clause on it. He's not going anywhere. I'm sorry, but you're sticking around. I don't see you yet. Well, we still need you. You're not going. At least you've been honest. I see you at the club, however. So suck it. Ergo. You're let Varane go. Yep, Fernandez transfer talks end. You damn bloody right. An agreement couldn't be reached because I said nah. We, I'll allow a couple of players to leave on the release clauses. Varane, yeah, that's fine. I didn't really want to, but we have done it. Facundo Palestra will go to Fortaleza. Wan-Bissaka is off to Napoli. Tuanzebe is off to Stade Rennais. Another offer for Van de Beek, this time from PSG. Where PSG going to fit him in? No chance, mate. Ooh. Who's in the swap deal? Oh. If you'd said Ansu Fati or something, I would be like, alright. But Griezmann and 22.6 million. Why am I entertaining this? He's not going anywhere. Rashford ain't moving. After last season, no chance. Player chat from Bruno Fernandes. To be honest, Gaffer, I'm relieved the Bayern Munich transfer didn't go through. I'm convinced we can achieve great things together at Man United. Can't wait to get things going again. Oh, yeah, glad the penny dropped, mate. But glad you're staying. There's absolutely no chance I would have let you leave. I would have tied you down and I'm not going to go kinky with it, but I would have literally locked him in a room so he couldn't get out. Bayern are not taking my players. Alright, I'll go for... I could still go for Upamecano, you know? Alright, just watch out, Bayern. Just stand by. I think because I said Wan-Bissaka is going, I think we're going to keep Dalot around as a backup for Hakimi. What we could have done is could have sold Dalot and bought in Mazraoui, but I don't want to overkill this team, to be honest. We still do need our 3 defenders, and we'll do them once I feel like it, which is now, actually, because we're getting quite close to the Super Cup game. Now, it's either... I don't know where to go for Upamecano or Militao. I don't want both. I think that's overkill. Let's do it by position. It's easier to see. Upamecano. To be honest, I've used Militao before, and I don't really use Upamecano that much, but... I don't know. Militao's a bit fast. No, we're going with Upamecano. What's he? 50 to 71. Yes, it's 593, and we'd probably have to go near his release clause. We'll go with Deo Upamecano, I think. I think we're still going to go Josko Gvardiol as well. Deo, going for immediate 50 million. See what they say on that. They want 26. You can fuck off. Coming in for my players. How about actually? You know what? You can go for a player I don't want to keep around. How does that sound? I think who that is. Tellez. Right, yeah, 53 in selling clause. How about we remove the selling clause and we're done, yeah? We've actually haggled them there, I think. You're not getting Donny. You're not getting Donny. Donny will be probably a substitute for a lot of the season, but he is still a vital player to this team. Now, Deo Meccano, we're going to go and negotiate with him. I think we got a really good deal there, 53 million. I think, personally, anyway. And then comes the centre-back. Important, obviously. I'm not going to give him Crucial because we're still going to rotate Maguire and Lindelof around, I think. 5 years, yep. Release clause, no. And what money are you asking for? 68k? We'll remove the appearance bonus. You probably want 75 or something after that, but... No, he won't. He's happy to lose $1 million. Wow, mate. Upamecano really wants to play for United. That might be the best deal of the window. Not only have we paid only about 3 million over his value, but we've also managed to get him on a cut price wage. That's big. That is big there. Now, I think our next move will probably be Cucurella. And then Gvardiol. Where the fuck is Gvardiol? And I'm wondering whether to get the do the Madueke deal as well. Contribution. We've done our brand exposure. That's because we signed players this year, mate. Now, his transfer window hasn't gone exactly as planned. I was hoping to keep Bruno Fernandes. I mean, I kept Bruno Fernandes. I was hoping to keep Rafael Varane as well. And unfortunately, that wasn't on the cards. But at the end of the day, those up some unexpected transfers at the end of the day, I think. We're getting very, very close to the Super Cup game, which means we're going to wait for one more offer to come in, and then we'll probably... Oh, Youth Academy, shit. We'll figure that out in a bit. We do need to invest in some Youth Academy. That's one of the board's objectives. I don't know how we're going to do that. We'll go Gvardiol now. That release clause... If they don't negotiate for anything but release clause, we'll have to go for Lacroix. Absolutely not. I'm not paying 113 for Gvardiol. I'm happy to pay for him, but if they want release clause money, then I'll go for Lacroix instead. 55 will be my opening a salvo here. You know what? 59.5 in the selling clause. I can't negotiate that because that's a really good deal. I was considering taking the selling clause off, but I don't think I'll sell him on. So. Over here, we might as well get Cucurella done as well. I hope he realises him and Shaw will alternate in that left back position rather than him just being straight up left back. What we're going to do is we're going to put 20 million and we're going to send Telles to Brighton. You know what? I've had enough of him. We're also giving him a left back, if that makes sense. Well, a bit more money for him. That's fine. That's fair. You're happy with Telles though, yeah? 32.5. Brilliant. 32.5 in Telles. We got rid of Telles. No offense to Telles. I don't mind him in FIFA. I just don't like him in real life. And I think we'll leave that for now. I don't think we'll go for Madueke just yet. I don't know how you pronounce it. So I don't know if it's Madueke or Madueke. So I'll probably just alternate between both. We'll get the deals over the line then for Cucurella and Gvardiol. 4 years. That's fine. Disregard release clause. And we'll give you a bit more than what you were in at Brighton, lad. And he's happy with that. Now Gvardiol, we'll get this one wrapped up as well. Thing is, a lot of Gvardiol starts. I think he does, doesn't he, realistically? Important. 5 years. Disregard. And the wages aren't too bad. The clean sheets bonus off, but you'll ask for a bit more money, which is fine. And we're sorted. And that's Gvardiol in. We're revolutionising this team. And I don't really think there's anyone else I need to sign now. I think we're done. I was considering Magnam for De Gea, but I don't think we need to. How much money are we still on? We're still on the national. We probably could have got Militao as well, but we haven't done. We try to. I don't want to like just buy the whole football world, if that makes sense, like the whole footballing pyramid. So Deo and Meccano will slot in there, and we'll have Josko Gvardiol slot in there, with Cucurella in here. This isn't a definite lineup, by the way. Luke Shaw will probably still start ahead of Cucurella, and Maguire may start ahead of Gvardiol. We'll see. But this is just to kind of get an idea of what the new team would look like. Once we get to the Super Cup game, we're going to give a lot of players their debuts and just a chance to see how they perform. We're probably going to beat Shakhtar. That's not really a worry. It's how they're going to do. Gvardiol number 17. We'll start kit numbers before the Everton game, which is only 3 days after this, I believe. Not going to lot of offers in for our players. We've got some gone, but we need a few more. But thus far, we have revolutionised this team. There's not a lot of offers coming in. Even some loan offers for the Deadwood, because I don't want to lose my manager rating because people can't come in. Diogo Dalot. Now I'm thinking, do I sell Diogo Dalot and I go and get Mazraoui as a fullback backup for Hakimi? I think the answer is yes. Because we can. We'll negotiate this one. Do we try and get an Everton player in? Maybe try and sneak in a little Richarlison on on the back burner there? I think not. But we'll go 18.5. Alright, fair. 18. Final offer. Anything you offer now is probably what I'll go for. Because I think we can probably agree to move on Diogo Dalot. I feel bad for turning down Arsenal now, but they're top 6 rivals. And I think once that goes through, we'll move in on Mazraoui. Transfer offer for Victor Lindelof. I'm happy to accept now. I wasn't sure before, but I'm happy to accept now. 26.5. I'm not happy to accept the offer is what I'm on about. I'm happy to accept an offer. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry if you can hear the lawn mowing. There's nothing I can do about it. Windows are closed, so. Lindelof has been offered that much. We're going to go for 27. Maybe pushing the boat out a little bit. Yeah, you're more than welcome to... Oh. I see you're more than welcome to negotiate, but they've accepted 27. That's not too bad for Lindelof. I'll take that. He's a solid centre-back. He's just not going to fit in here, I'm afraid. And I think that's us. Before this Super Cup match. A Jadon Sancho transfer offer. Are you off your head? Just because they had a bad season doesn't... Liverpool as well. No, thank you. Harry Maguire wants a chance. We've got bigger games coming up. I hope that, like, scares him off a little bit. But here we are. We're going to try everyone out that we signed. I think. Look at that. A brand new look back four. We've got Bellingham in the midfield and an Aussie man up top. So not too shabby signings so far. I'm considering maybe getting in Madueke as well. And then we'll be sorted. We'll sort the full team out for the Premier League season. I do want to give Finlay Alexander a go, actually. Oh my god, 94 pace. Yes. And then I think we'll need a... We've got Shaw in the full back up. I think maybe we'll allow Williams out on loan rather than a permanent. We'll see, I don't know. We're going to try most of these new players out. Well, all of them really, but see how they perform in this formation. I'm actually going to do some tactics here quickly. Just because it's a new formation. It's straight up 4-4-2. Balanced with, but also getting behind. I don't know if you guys could hear the lawnmower, but it's really got my nerves now. Free room for Sancho. Free room for Rashford. Bellingham and Fernandes are fine. Cucurella will have a stay back attacking as well as overlap, as will Hakimi. Gvardiol, and if McCannell stays the art, and De Gea will have the comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. And we'll go with that and we'll see how we do against Shakhtar Donetsk. If the team is too strong, we'll go up to legendary. I'm not going to just keep fucking around the world class when it's legendary that's required. Alright, a 10 press conference.
Thank you for joining us here today. We'll be taking some questions now.
So get our one game out of the way and then we'll maybe go for Madueke just to back up. Although we don't really need him. Because we've got Langa to back up Sancho, and we've got Finlay Alexander to back up Rashford. I don't think Maguire's on his way out. I could be wrong. I don't think he is. I'm happy to give him some starting time, but he won't be my main choice at back, of course. It will usually be Gvardiol and other signing I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Cucurella can make an instant impact. He'll make a difference here. Open Meccano was our centre back. Those two will be the mains. But I'm happy to give Maguire chances. And then Achraf Hakimi. We've gone all out balls to the wall, possibly the biggest transfer of the window. And it'll be a big plus for us. That right back spot is secure for the foreseeable. I wonder about going Mazraoui as a backup, because I think Mazraoui deserves better than the backup.
Right, we'll be wrapping up now, guys. Thank you very much.
What I do know is we've got a lot of wheeling and dealing done, and we're ready to go against Shakhtar Donetsk. Is there any news stories before we head in? Kukurea to replace Wan-Bissaka. I mean, probably. And Upamecano to replace Varane. I mean, yeah. Didn't really want Varane to go, to be honest with you, but you get what you're given, I suppose. But anyway, a lot of transfer news, a lot of change here at United. That team looks fucking fantastic, by the way. That back four is beautiful. That'll grow into itself during the season. Bellingham was the main target, and he's in. And he's perfect. And then we've got Aussie men up front with Ronaldo, which should be a good duo. But we'll see how it plays in game. So this is the team we're going to be going with. De Gea in between the sticks. Kukurea and Hakimi as the fullbacks. Guardiola and Upamecano as the centre-backs. Sancho and Rashford, the wide midfielders. Fernandes and Bellingham, the centre midfielders. And then up front, Victor Osimhen and the captain, Cristiano Ronaldo, who's gone down another rating as well, by the way, already. I think for Season 3, if I do a Season 3, which I most likely will, Ronaldo may have to be replaced by a striker, a world-class striker. We'll see how that goes. As for Shakhtar, they've got Pyatov in goal, Kritsov and Dodo as the fullbacks, Malvienko and Marlon? Is it Marlon or Marton? Marlon, I think, as the centre-backs. Ignalenko and Stepanenko as the centre defensive mids, Mudryk and Neres as wide midfielders, Pedrinho as the centre attacking mid, and then Traore up front. So let's get into it. I'm not going to treat this as a game where we can win a trophy. I'm just going to I'm going to treat it as, you know, a warm-up. Like a pre-season friendly, except it's not friendly. Or pre-season. Well, I guess it is pre-season. It's still not started the season yet. Still 3 more days till the start of the season. And this man here could have been on his way out if it wasn't for my hasty thinking. Bayern actually paid 155. I maybe should have allowed the 155 million to go through, to be honest, and then brought in De Jong or something. But no, we're not getting Fernandes out here. I can barely hear my game over the lawn mowing.
And Europa League respectively. Now they lock horns with the Super Cup at stake. Stay tuned. We'll have all the action.
Apologize if you can hear the lawn mowing as well, but it is what it is.
And we are ready to go just about. Millions of viewers from all around the world are tuning in for the Super Cup decider. My name is Derek Ray, here in the commentary position. I'm joined by Stuart Robson, and with the atmosphere building to fever pitch, we're inching ever closer to kick-off time. It is Manchester United facing Shakhtar Donetsk.
Well, I have to say, Derek, I'm really looking forward to this. Both these sides did so well to win their respective cups. I think this should be close tonight.
He's going to be close. Have you seen our team?
This is the team Manchester United will go with. David De Gea begins in goal. Marcus Rashford starts with Jadon Sancho on the flanks. And the front pair, Cristiano Ronaldo, starts together with Marcus Rashford. The opposition starting 11.
Well, although we have it down as a 4-5-1, it's actually more likely to be a 4-2-3-1. They play with 2 holding midfield players, a number 10 and 2 wingers. The system has a nice balance to it.
Alright, here we go. Super Cup. Will Shakhtar pull off an upset? Or will we be able to win? They might pull off an upset. We have to get all the players settled and into their rhythm here at Manchester United. I think Ronaldo's just won the ball. Oh, his man's just lost it. No, no, fuck off. No, actually, just fuck off. Get up. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I mean, he's injured after 2 minutes of coming on.
Well, he likes to run at them.
Keeby's done well there to stop Krejcov.
So a throw in here.
We're not having an injury. It's just as soon as I signed you, lad. It's a hefty price tag as it was. You can stick around. You can play for it. You can be tough, alright? That's part of the Premier League.
Oh, he's blocked it.
Jesus Christ. Close by Pedrinho. I think it was a block in the end from Gvardiol. I don't remember who's who for the shirt numbers. Yeah, Gvardiol's 17, Upamecano's 13. Obviously, we'll fix that before the season begins. I say fix that. We're going to change the shirt numbers around before the season begins. The kit numbers to how I want them.
Let's see about the delivery.
Rashford heads it away as far as Sancho. He needs to really break out this season, in my opinion. Oh, we will move him on. I know he's good overall and good potential and everything, but we'll move him on. Rashford into, well, it was meant for, I think it was meant for Aussie men there, but I thought if it was Aussie men that I was aiming at. Like, I don't know if that person was Aussie man. Upamecano. Hakimi. Hakimi's going to be running this right hand side in the Premier League.
Yeah, and I just hope he's fully fit. It seems
Ronaldo, Rashford, Sancho. Straight at Piatov. Aussie men still got a knock. I don't really want him to be injured, you know, because I just, you know, signed him in that.
Has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in.
Cucurella spots Fernandes.
Jude
Into Bellingham.
Now with Rashford.
Rashford. Great tackle.
Well, strongly into the challenge.
Oh, get up! Why is everyone just fucking get injured? It's Rashford as well. It's one of the ones I don't really want injured. All these are only just temporary knocks and not like big injuries. Shakhtar just ruining all my players before the season starts. Rashford towards Sancho. It's not enough on the header. It's going to take a bit of getting used to this new team, to be fair. Upamecano loses up, but Hakimi's going to clear up. I've fat fingered. I meant to press A and I pressed B to just boot it off. I've fat fingered there. That's on me. Fat fingers. Krejcov is offside. I've got Finlay Alexander to take over. Should Marcus Rashford actually be hurt badly? But I'm hoping he'll just shake it off because we need him. I can't really tell you what it'll be. It'll be a broken toe for both of them. Aussie men and Rashford both have broken toes and they'll be out for 3 months. And that's my new signing striker and one of my best performing players from last season in the bin already.
Ronaldo lost it.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Getting forward.
David Neres getting past Cucurella. Offside, yeah. No, actually playing one. I think I was actually playing one side with one of the centre backs. Great save by De Gea. Bellingham tries to get involved. De Gea ends up collecting. It's not great still. Of course, it is just going to take time for these guys to gel. Save again from De Gea. I thought I blocked it already with my defender, but I guess I didn't because he got another chance at it. Interesting save technique. I'm going to be pissed if I spent all this money and I got injuries already. I mean, granted, Rashford didn't spend any money on because he was already here, but Aussie man, if he's injured, I'm going to be pissed. I've changed the whole formation, I've changed everything, I've changed the tactics just to fit Aussie men in and not have him on the bench. If he gets injured minutes into his Man United debut, I'm not going to be happy, bunnies. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, do you know what, actually? That's a really good idea. I think that's a thing that EA should do every year with their game. Instead of, you know, me pressing clear and it not clearing, like... It's just... It actually does my head in. I want to clear the ball when I press to clear the ball, right? But the game has decided, well, you know what? Clearing the ball, that's too easy. How about you have it bounce around your box for a bit, uncontrollably, and then you concede? How does that sound? And I guess someone in the headquarters must have agreed to it because Stepanenko's put it past us. We're actually down to Shakhtar Donetsk. With all this money we've injected into this team, we are down to Donetsk. Fucking hell. Just shows that money doesn't buy you fucking happiness. Funny thing is, Rashford's injured, but he's still faster than most of the players. Oh, come on. First season Ronaldo finishes that.
Well, what a good piece of
Meccano, Bellingham takes it around into Ronaldo. It wasn't meant for Ronaldo, it's actually meant for Rashford. But Sancho to Aussie men. That was meant to go back to Sancho, but it looked like it was aimed for Ronaldo there. See, I know where I want the ball to go, but the game doesn't, so Cucurella does well. But of course, bounces don't go in my favour.
Good play it
All day
in.
now.
Dodo. Stepanenko.
Yeah, could we lag as well, actually? That's not going to annoy me either.
Really good reading of the game to win
Lovely.
possession back.
Great interception, I guess.
Stepanenko. A really sumptuous ball.
And the keeper gets it. I don't understand what's going wrong here, lads. I'm tackling and it's not tackling, as in, like, getting the ball. I mean, I do understand what's going wrong. I'm just gonna take a brief second here, just to think, just to, you know, reset mentally, because I already know what's gonna happen for the rest of this match now that they go 1-0 up. The passes are just gonna go wrong. Nothing's gonna go right. I'm gonna lag. Audio issues will come in. It's just gonna all fall apart. I just can't. I don't know if I can be arsed. Genuinely, it's too warm, too fucking annoyed. I like Cucurella's not out there, but he isn't. Great save in the end. I don't know why Cucurella's not marking that, but he ain't. And then it wouldn't let me switch to Guardiola. So, great tackle by Hakimi.
Good tackle. It'll be a throw.
Throw in to Shakhtar. That's another thing as well. I like when I press the switch player and it doesn't do it. That's a really good addition. Hakimi gets the tackle, but of course, we don't get to keep on the pitch. It's too warm to get annoyed, but like, still managing. Bellingham does well to Rashford.
Could be a chance to break here. Oh, lovely ball.
Ronaldo on to Aussie men. Fuck off, is he offside?
Well, he's just got to be more patient there.
Game is so strange sometimes. The controls feel like they don't work. Passes don't work. Finishing is gone. I know. It's genuinely. It really is. It's just 1 minute you're running the whole game. 1 minute you're destroying, and then the second minute you're just like anything will go wrong. It will just all go wrong. You tackle and don't get the ball. You pass it doesn't go to the right player. It's just incredible sometimes. Oh, it changes on a dime.
Well, getting close to the half-time break, and United with.
You know, start injuring their players, they start injuring mine.
Stuart, how would you assess their performance in the first half?
Well, I've been a little disappointed with their attacking play. It's all been a bit too slow. If they can pass it into
okay.
areas with more...
So for whatever reason, if Meccano hasn't gone to the player, like I've tried to direct the man when I've switched him there to go to the player. Bruno wins that one out.
Well, what a brilliant save that was.
Aussie men should be onside.
Oh, the threat is there. Body on the
So injury has slowed him down, you know. I may have to bring off Aussie men for Cavani.
And room now out on the flank.
And they're just Neres is apparently the fastest player in the world, so. Could Cucurella do his fucking job?
Real need to get rid of it.
Didn't sign him to be annoying. Signed him to do his fucking job at left back. We may just need to go back to Luke Shaw, you know, back to basics.
Well, the referee has instructed
Ronaldo.
the fourth official to put 2 minutes on the board. This could level it, and the ball is loose.
You gotta be fucking joking. It's gonna be one of those games, isn't it, where I just it's gonna be one of these games where I just can't equalise or get anything. I already knew as soon as their goal went in. It was just that feeling. Half time, we're gonna have to sub off Rashford and Aussie man because they're not shaking off his injuries. It's probably broken toes for 3 months because I know this game like the back of my hand.
Let's see about the delivery. And the keeper has possession of it.
Not bounced down for Ronaldo properly, and Guardiola was there in the equation, but it didn't come to him either. And we're down to Shakhtar. This game is fucking beautiful, by the way. The way it just doesn't make any sense. I've signed a ridiculous amount of players, put a ridiculous amount of money into this team, and we're losing to the Europa League winners. Whatever. I don't really know. It's going to take time for him to settle, I guess. 53 to 47 in terms of possession, 8 shots to 5, 2.6 expected goals to 2.3. Been kind of, I guess it's been kind of similar, but I don't know. They've got the goal and we don't, I guess. Alexander can come on, and I'm wondering whether to bring someone else up in his backup as a Cavani, maybe sign a new striker as backup. But it'd be fun to use Finlay Alexander, to be honest. Defending's so bad, feels like you have to control every single player on the pitch. I know, it's so stupid. You try and switch player and it goes either to the wrong player, and you put a tackle in and it just doesn't do it. It just feels so... And they've updated, every time they update it, it somehow gets worse progressively. That's a bad challenge on Fernandez. A yellow card there for Neres, please.
And that is going
Cue.
to mean a caution.
The referee is absolutely right. He knew what he was doing there.
That was my head in, man. But luckily this is just a warm-up game. I don't care whether I win or lose the Super Cup. This is just trying to get some of the new players gelled into the team, get them ready to go for the Premier League season. We kick off against Everton at Goodison Park. But, I don't really know what the game wants me to do. Bellingham into Finlay Alexander. I was trying to knock it to Ronaldo, but it's locked onto Bellingham again for some reason. I don't know what the reason is. I need to know what these reasons are. Upamecano, Bellingham. Yeah. Alright, simple pass like that, you just get there, do you? Well done by Gvardiol. Bellingham out to Alexander. Through to Cavani. Try to get around to Ronaldo, but Cavani's just too slow. I think we do need to bring in a new backup striker just to come off the bench and provide something. I've got someone in mind. Cucurella does well. First time he's done well this game. Oh, you've got to fuck off, man. This game has actually got to fuck off sometimes, I think. I think it just needs to go away and never return. I'm passing that down the wing, am I? Yeah, I am passing it down the wing. So, if I'm aiming down there, I'm wanting that to go to Sancho, realistically. I want that to go to Sancho. I know he's not on screen just now, but if we turn it around... Oh, he is a bit off, actually. But I'm still wanting... I've pressed it to go all the way down to Sancho. I know he's a bit away, but I want him to go to Sancho. What has actually happened is... bear with me, we'll get the camera angle back. Because I wanted to get it to Sancho, I wanted to get it down the line, I wanted to get it clear, it's decided, oh, right. So, we'll lock it onto Upamecano for no good reason, and then we'll give it to them to score their second. Yeah. You know what, Gabe? It's exactly what I said. Precise. Fuck off. This game is so stupid. I don't mind losing. I'm fine with losing. But when I'm losing in a manner that I can't control because I've done something, the game has inputted something else.
Well, that was a fairly easy finish.
it just doesn't make any sense. It's a fucking joke. Exactly, it is a bloody joke. I don't know what the game wants me to do there. I'm trying to thread that through to Sancho so we can go on the counter. It's decided to aim for Upamecano, who is marked by 2 Shakhtar players. It's just a different level of AIDS, but the game doesn't really count for much for me. I wanted to get some of the new players settled in. We've got Aussie Men who's injured inside 2 minutes. We've got Rashford who's also injured. I know he's not a new player, but he's also going to probably be out for a bit. Can I just please pass the right player? Alright, Sancho. Knock it into Cavani. We are going to need someone else to, like, the backup strike. I think Cavani's done. I mean, I'll keep him on for the season, but I think he's done. He'll probably primarily be a cup striker, and then, like, if Upamecano just runs past, even when I've pressed LT to stop him. Save from De Gea. I'm not played the greatest, to be honest, anyway. I've not been playing well. But I'd like a fighting chance. The game is just scripted this one in its favour. It's decided, well, you know what? If you're not playing well, we're going to make sure you don't win.
Time for a change then.
Antonio coming on for Ignatenko on the Shakhtar side of things. I think it's going to be the Europa League winners that win this one, to be honest. I'm not really feeling any luck on my side. We've had chances, we're not putting them away. We've got Aussie Men with a broken toe within minutes. I don't even know if it's a broken toe, but I'm assuming it is because he couldn't shake it off and he could still play. That's usually a broken toe. And the same with Rashford. And if Rashford does have an injury, we may bring in Madueke. Or we'll just start Alexander. I don't know yet. But it's just been a fucking shit game, this one. And I've not passed it there either. I'll get my point in a second. We're lagging like a bitch. We've just completely decided to lag out, probably. Upamecano's done very well. But, like, I don't know if it lagged or not, but if you saw that, Bellingham somehow is slower than the Shakhtar midfielder. They're just pressing the shit out of me. I can't move. There's no way Shakhtar press Man United like that. There's no way Bellingham just gets absolutely bullied off the ball. It's mental. I'm glad this is happening now, because if it happens in the Premier League, I'm not gonna have it. I'm just not gonna bother.
Possession one.
I've passed it off with Hakimi a good 2 touches ago. Oh, fuck off. Great by De Gea. And I think I'm guessing Upamecano and Gvardiol have gone on vacation there, because there's nobody there to defend that one. Cucurella into Bruno. Ronaldo. Hopefully make the run, lad. Kinda, I guess. Cavani. As soon as Cavani gets the ball, he just the hold-up play. Cavani's done. Cavani's done as a football player. No offense to Cavani, but he just doesn't feel good. I wanted to use Aussie men to try and get some goals this game, try to open his account at Man United, but he gets injured inside 2 minutes. So. Bruno. But yeah, no, you know what? Cavani was a much better option, but we'll lock it onto Rashford because we're FIFA 22.
Now what can they do from here?
It's not even Rashford, it's Alexander. Rashford went off injured, but you get my point. It's got to the right midfielder when it shouldn't have done. Good defending by Bellingham, good defensive work. Fuck off with that shit! How is that I'm passing and it's just going nowhere?
Under pressure, that was a fine claim.
It just doesn't move. The ball just stops, apparently. Sancho's done a bit of dancing there, unintentionally. Ronaldo, Bellingham. Alexander's got to get there, man. This game's a write-off. We lost the Super Cup. It's not that we've lost the Super Cup. I don't care much about that. It's how we've lost the Super Cup, to be honest with you.
How can he take them on and beat them? Really good block.
Some very interesting goals. The first goal, admittedly, was good. I'll give him that. First goal was smart, if I remember correctly. Oh, no, it wasn't smart. What am I on about? No, the first goal was shit as well. It was a rebound off a corner. I think, right? Unless I'm thinking of something else. Cucurella has not been the signing that I hoped, but it's the first game for all of them. We've got time to settle. We've got time to settle in. But then again, what the fuck is happening? Like, mate, apparently I've just come up against the best team in the world. I've understood that. I've understood the assignment there. We're just up against the best team. We're lagging for no reason. I'm the only one using the internet, and it's a nice day. The weather can't affect it. Nobody else can affect it. But that just means we're lagging, you know, because fuck it, you know. De Gea, the ball has gone through his arm, I'm pretty sure there. Losing is fine, it helps make my career mode more realistic. Not every game is a win, but losing strictly because the game has rigged it does my head in. 100% agree with you, mate. I can't move. Shakhtar Donetsk, I think they're Ukrainian. They might be not. I'm 90% sure they're Ukrainian. They are Europa League at best. And it's just
10 minutes remaining.
They're just all over me. They're pinging it around. Yeah, like prime Barcelona. They're just pinging it around like nobody's business. I try and do the same back to them, and they just read it like a book. And this player has 94 pace, and yet Marcos Antonio's keeping up to him. I don't know who fucking Marcos Antonio is.
But they took care of the situation.
And then, yeah, right, cool. Ronaldo gets tackled through the back of him. Can I go Cucurella, please? Jeez, I'm committing my centre-backs out again like a stupid idiot, but I don't really care at this point. I've lost interest in this game. They're the best team in the world. That's why they won the Champions League. Oh, wait. Bellingham, it bounces off to Bruno. Can I get a free kick then, please? Fucking hell, there's no advantage there. I'll also bring on a couple other players for the last 5 minutes just to freshen up a bit. I don't fucking know. I just remember we've got the Premier League in 3 days. Oh, I've lost interest. Oh, it's not a pre-season game, is it?
And it is substitution time at this juncture, not just from one side, but from both.
I was gonna play the next game of this career mode again today as well, but I don't have it in me. It's too warm, and I don't care enough to actually bother if the game's just gonna go like this. I don't know why the internet's
Well, the
bad,
second
because
half drawing to a
it shouldn't
close,
be,
and
quite
Manchester
frankly.
United a long way
I haven't
from
even
their best.
found a goal
Well,
today.
where do I start? They've been totally outplayed in
Look at
all
Cavani,
areas
he
of the
moves like a
pitch,
he
but
moves
it's
like
their
he got Zimmer
defending that's really
frame.
been poor today. No structure.
Oh, they could
Ronaldo,
be
get
in here,
one
Stuart.
for us, lad.
A small
No,
shot
of course
here.
not. Mate, Cavani moves like a fucking JCB. If Osimhen is injured, I'm bringing in our striker because I can't have Cavani for 3 months. And if Osimhen isn't injured, then good. But I think he and Rashford probably have broken
Can he
toes.
deliver it with accuracy?
Kevin win the header with
Doesn't get
Ronaldo.
away with it. Free kick given.
And not only that, somehow it's a free kick to them. I don't. You know what? Game's gone. Game's gone. We've lost. Shakhtar, enjoy your nice little trophy because you don't deserve it at all. You little robbing bastards. The game has rigged it in your favour. I'm fuming. I know it doesn't count for anything, but I am fuming. This game is a joke. Van de Beek into Cavani. Sancho. Bruno. I don't know where, one, another attacking option is, and two, where he's coming that tackle from.
This might have potential.
But I think it's just going to take a while for these players to gel together as well.
Fine vision.
But I have tackled with Hakimi, but don't let that get in the way of a good story.
Well, he loves running off the back of defenders.
Offside
But on
against
this
Shakhtar
occasion,
player.
he's just gone a fraction too early.
I'm vexed, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, I've got good players and I've put a lot of money into it, but what's the point when the game just decides who wins? You can play the best you can, and the game is like, oh, well, it's not good enough, mate.
And back with
I don't even really
Alexander.
want to. I don't really know if I want to attack one more time. I don't know if I will be able to. I don't know if it'll give me time. No, Van de Beek. They're the best defenders in the world. Van de Beek's pass intercepted by Ronaldo. They'll go and win the Super Cup. But there's a bigger problem at play here, and that's the video game itself. That's the gameplay itself. It's just so stupid. There is no way Shakhtar beat me 3-0 with the team I have. The first goal, lucky off the corners. They were just. I'll talk over their fucking celebration. I don't give a shit. First goal, it was just bouncing around the box from the corner, and it just fell to them because my team couldn't clear it. The second goal, we saw that, plain as day. Cucurella tried to get it down the line to Sancho. It's locked onto Upamecano, and they've gone and scored from it. Then the third goal was actually quite good, so I'll give him that. But those first two goals are very questionable.
You've always got to really savour these moments when they come around, Stuart.
I mean, to be fair, for the first goal, there will be a goal-mouth scramble. I guess I can allow that just because it's just a scramble from corners anyway to try and get it clear. But that second goal, I'm not putting any blame on Cucurella for that one because it wasn't his fault.
And now the players posing for the images that
Congrats to
will be sent around
Shakhtar
the world.
winning the Super Cup. It's not quite a Champions League, is it? Gameplay gets worse every year. Yeah, I know. The gameplay gets worse every update they put out. I don't know how they managed to fuck it up even more. I don't know whether I'm going to buy FIFA 23. I'm going to have to watch some gameplay and some career mode stuff because I mainly just play career mode. So we have to watch a bit of that before I even consider pre-ordering the game. And even then, I don't know if I will. It's just a joke. Everyone just felt like shit there for no reason. 51 to 49 in terms of possession, 14 shots to 6, and 5 expected goals to 2.9. I mean, they deserved it, but like... when I was using anyone there, they just felt like sloppy. They just didn't feel good on the ball. They just... I don't know how to explain it. It just felt shit. Passes weren't working. Tackling wasn't working. I couldn't get a goal past Piatov, who is, I think, in the retirement home now. De Gea was our man of the match, 7.5. He saved quite a few, to be fair. It could have been more than 3, but again, it could have been a lot less than 3 as well if the game actually worked. It is what it is. The best outfield player was Jude Bellingham, and I don't really want to go into it too much. Stepanenko, their man of the match, with an 8.3 and a goal. Pedrinho with an assist and a goal and an 8 rating. Lucina Traore with a goal, a 7.9. Decent ratings. I love the joint from Shakhtar, but for fuck's sake, it just felt like I felt like walking through mud. It just felt like walking through mud. We'll go into the post-match interview, but I don't really care. That was a warm-up, and it didn't feel like anything was going to go our way. It's not the warm-up I wanted for the Premier League to kick off in 3 days, but it is what it is.
Just a couple of questions for you.
I mean, realistically, I don't really mind losing. It was the way we lost. So much was expected from Meccano. It didn't really live up to billing. Well, he's just settling in. Takes time for new boys to settle. I finally get to a point where I'm good at the game and feel comfortable with it. Then the update, it's like a whole new game. I know, exactly. It feels like every time I do one of these episodes, because they update it like weekly or every 2 weeks, and every time it changes, it just feels like shit. We're going to just answer the same thing for everyone. Because they'll probably ask next about Bellingham, and I'll just say, it takes time for a new boy to settle. Hakimi. Yeah, all the signings didn't live up, alright? But that's not fully on them. Cucurella wasn't great, but by no way am I blaming him for that second goal, because he played the pass he wanted to play. But the game wanted it to go to someone else. We lose to Shakhtar. I'm not losing really a lot of like tears over it. I don't really give a fuck too much. Dallow's gone to Everton. We've got 3.5 million for the Super Cup, but just by participating in it. Femur contusion for 7 days. Oh, fuck off. At least Aussie Men's back in 7 days. But it's a broken toe. I knew it was a fucking broken toe. Rashford's out for 3 months. Great. But probably the player last year. The best player in last season's fucking career mode. Think about it. Maguire, you're still going to get game time, lad. It's just, I wanted to showcase new signings. Right? So that's Rashi out, which means, you know what it means though? It means a great run of games for Finlay Alexander, which is brilliant. Because it gives him a chance to grow. And then Elanga could slot back onto the bench. We need some of these players to just bugger off, quite frankly. And they won't. Have we got another backup right back? We don't, do we? We've got Wellens, who's 62. Yeah, we're going to go in for Mazurai to back up Hakimi. And I'm happy to get some Deadwood. I'm doing a swap deal for it. I'm happy to get some Deadwood gone as well. I wish you could swap more than one player. I think he was already at Milan. He was. I couldn't remember if he already signed for Milan or if he was signed in this transfer window here. But I'm guessing he was already signed. Who do we want gone? Who do we need gone? Who can get out? None of these really. Any Deadwood centre backs? Not really. These are kind of players I want to keep around or loan out. I think we do need our striker as well, but we'll I don't know to swap here. I want to keep Donny around as well. I want to keep them all around. I think we're just going to put money in for him. They want Luke Shaw. You know what? That's not a bad one, but that means I have to sign a backup for Cucurella. I don't want to sign any more fullbacks now. We're going to say no to that. And we'll put a bit more money into the transfer fee. How's that sound? I'm not going above 55. We'll put 55 in the sell-on clause. Okay, it's not. I lied. It's not my final offer. Okay, we really need him to back up Hakimi. 57.5. Alright, that's fine. I was considering bringing Madueke in, but we've got some good youth. We've got Elanga, and we've got Finlay Alexander, who is our homegrown talent. He'll definitely slot in for this season. He can play for Rashford up until Rashford comes back. Him and Elanga will kind of rotate on that side. Important squad role. Sure, we will back up Hakimi. 4-year deal is fine. No release clause, and just put the money down. Alright, you want to fucking double your wages on, lad? Jeez, oh. Hey, bruv, you're lucky I'm an Ice man, because you're taking a piss a bit with those wages. That's double what you're earning at Milan. But I do need you. I need you as a very strong backup. That right back position will not be touched now for the remainder of his career mode. I do need another striker, though. I don't think Cavani's going to cut it in terms of being a backup, because he'll only decline more and more. I'm not going to go for Isak. In fact, I'm not going to. I think all these players are probably not going to be gone for now. I was considering Tielemans still because of the contract expiry, but I'd like someone younger. We've got Bellingham, so we don't need any more centre mids. So I'm wondering who I may leave it. I may leave it this time around. Just for anyone who's got an idea for backup striker. We do have the money, but I don't want to spend it all because I want him to be a backup striker. I want him to just like come in if Osimhen and Ronaldo are tired. So something like 80, 81 rated or something like that. Maybe a Darwin Nunez or something. Potentially. Not paying 100 million for him like some certain teams would. But I don't know. I'm just going to go to the Everton game. I think we're going to end it there for now because I've been streaming for long enough and I'm kind of annoyed with this game at the moment. I kind of just want to leave it for now. Email inbox. It's been brought to my attention that Noni Madueke has been approached by Wolfsburg, 42.4 million for him, that he can go to Wolfsburg, lad. Lindelof has gone to Leverkusen. We've then got Luke Shaw asking for a chance over Kukurea. You'll probably get it, lad. I mean, it didn't impress me too well, but I'm not going to blame him for the second goal. I've already thought about that. We're getting a new striker in. There's no way Cavani... Do I risk Cavani? I don't know if I risk Cavani because he's shit. Contract negotiations are strange. Yeah, I don't. It's more than double what he's earning at Milan. It's ridiculous how much they ask for, but it's because of Man United. They'll want more money. Did Arsenal play Brentford again to open the season? The Arsenal match up with Brentford again. How often do you stream? Love to stream, man. I stream all the time. I'm usually just like putting it so it goes up on the YouTube channel rather than actually streaming for the sake of streaming. They're only like usually about 40-45 minute episodes. I'll just upload straight to YouTube. But you're more than welcome to follow, and notifications will pop up when I stream if you put notifications on, so you'll be able to see them anytime. But I'm glad you've enjoyed it anyway. How did Arsenal match up Brentford for the second season in a row, by the way? I don't know, but we got Everton to kick off next time. I'm thinking maybe a Darwin Nunez as a backup. I'll take a look at some striker options, and we may have him slot in for the Everton game if I can get the deal done. But it probably will be Cavani and Ronaldo that'll partner up for this first game. And then Osimhen, actually, I don't know if there's much point because Osimhen will be back after this. He's only out for 3 days, or 7 days, whatever the fuck it said. But he is injured for now. But the striker role is not very deep here at Manchester United. I would have had Rashford as backup for Osimhen, but of course he had to get injured too. So for now, I guess we'll just leave it like that. Elanga can always come in as a striker. Maybe I put Elanga on as a striker alongside Ronaldo. The YouTube channel. Bear with me. I will get the details for you. But also, sometimes in some of the streams there'll be audio issues. So if the audio suddenly starts crackling, and you're watching in earphones, I'd advise you to take your earphones out. I don't know how. Alright, there we go. This is my old channel name, but it's just still the same URL. There's a lot of videos on there you can watch through. Season 1 of the whole Man United Career Mode's on there if you want to catch up as well. And Season 2 will be continuing. I'll probably stream this Everton game later today, probably around 2 or 3 o'clock or something, and it'll go on YouTube at 7. So it's up to you if you want to watch live, if you want to watch the video afterwards. But anyway, that is going to end this for now. I've had enough of this game for the current moment, and I've got all I really want to sign, except for possibly a backup striker. So we've got a bit of money to work with. Holy shit, I've just seen that. Maybe we won't have the highest deal in the window. Fucking hell. Erling Haaland has gone to Real Madrid from Borussia Dortmund for a whopping 234.6 million. We do have some of the biggest deals in the window, but I guess because Dortmund have made bank from both Bellingham and Haaland, they've been able to sign Valverde, and they'll probably sign a striker as well. How does Timo Werner always command like massive transfer fees? Tchouaméni was one I was considering as well, but he's already gone to Everton, and we don't really Need another centre mid. Some mad transfers so far. Ousmane Dembele to Leicester. Richarlison to Napoli. We'll read through all the biggest ones at the end of the window, but I'm just having a little scan here. Nuno Mendes has gone to AC Milan. Some mad ones. Brandt has gone to Real Madrid. That's a stupid move, but I guess it is what it is. Taz gone to Spurs. Some mad ones here. Onana's gone to Spurs as well. Like I said, we'll take a proper look at it all around the where we got to deadline day episode, which will be when we do the Brentford game. It's usually a game per episode, so it'll probably be about 40 to 45 minute episodes per time. Especially, it might be a little bit longer with all transfer news and everything. But that, like I said, it's going to be that for this one. I'll see you next time. We kick off in the Premier League against Everton at Goodison Park, and we may be bringing another backup striker in if Cavani can't cut the mustard. Bye for now.